Good evening, descendants of Airdrake. I'm Destiny of a Dragon Warrior presenting to you our next Week 6 playoff race for the 2026 Dragon Warrior Randomizer Winter League. We have aaron2u2, Just Chris, Jeff, and Angel FM racing in this one tonight. The top two finishers will move on to Week 7 and continue. Our third and fourth place finishers will unfortunately see their Winter League come to an end. Joining me is Kamion, our restreamer and tracker, and Shahali, our tracker this evening. We'll get the runners going in just a moment here. Take a peek at the opening stats. Everyone with the traditional strength HP build. 10 strength, 27 HP. Not too bad of a start. No spells. Should be able to take down some early enemies with that 10 strength. Our flags here for Week 6 are most notably Treasure Guards are on. We have rotated and mirrored dungeons, so there's no stair shuffle this time, so we know where we're going. However, the direction in which we're traveling, the caves are going to be flipped upside down, backwards. Going to be not as easy to see what cave we are entering and how to bonk our way through them. Speaking of which, 2 HP bonk damage. Let's see if we have any starting items worthwhile. A torch and an herb. Nothing too exciting there. So it'll be interesting how much... Ooh, that's a lot of swamp. Did we forget to turn off Big Swamp from last week? Angel tries a magician and hurts him down, sends him immediately back home. That might be fastest death that we've seen in just a little bit here. Everyone else trying to take down some enemies. Just Chris took down Red Slime here, worth 2. Normalized monster, XP and gold, easy for me to say, is on, which means the monsters will give us some rewards, pretty typical of what they normally get, consistent with how strong of an enemy they are, but they will be somewhat randomized within a predetermined range. Angel finds our first location in the masked overworld locations. It was the town of Remulder. No money to buy keys, so headed right on out. There is a second location, that funky cave/town. Fits Hawksnest perfectly. That is part of the masked overworld locations flag that is turned on. Meanwhile, Aaron and Chris have both hit level 2, and so has Jeff, which gave us the spell of Heal More, along with 5 more strength. Be able to take on a few more of the enemies in this little hill zone here. Oh, a crit dodge from Aaron on the ghost. Ooh, and Chris is showing us that Magidrakes have hurt more as well, so Magicians and Magidrakes, both dangerous early enemies, so a lot of danger early on here between hurt-mooring enemies here and all of these swamp tiles. Fortunately, learning Heal More at level 2 will provide the runners with some ability to get through that swamp at some point. As Aaron got level 3, as did Chris, 6, 8, 3, 0, and Radiant came at level 3. Radiant, a pretty important spell in the rotated mirror dungeons, can help the runners see better of what cave they're in and how to explore it. Level 4 gives 21, 3, 14, 1. That's a big boost there. Aaron jumping up to level 4. Aaron makes it to Remulder with a little bit of money. Did he purchase a key there? I think he did. Jeff hits level 4. Chris trying to run away from the magician. Oh, the magicians have sleep as well. Sleep and hurt more. Takes down Chris. Got a lot of early deaths here. So we see Chris and Aaron simultaneously exiting the throne room. Aaron, with that key, opens a door. We're gonna pop that guard there. NPC guillotine is on. Get that guard right out of the way. In the treasury, we have torch, gold, another gold, and a treasure guard. This wyvern here. So that is one of our quest items underneath that wyvern in the middle chest. Aaron successfully runs away from it, and will come back when he feels more confident, able to take that wyvern down. And with all of that gold, Aaron is going to fill up on keys. We do have random key herb carry on, so didn't purchase too many keys before the vendor said, you are at your maximum allotment. Not sure how many maximum keys that was. Maybe 3? I see Jeff taking level 5. 11 more power? 11,317. Aaron's gonna pop into the Remolder shop here, maybe make a gear purchase. Some leather armor. And is gonna take an intentional bonk death, walloping himself into that guard. That's where bonk damage can be used as to an advantage if you wanna take a death warp home. Just bonk yourself into anything that's in the way, somewhere in a town or against some mountain tiles. Jeff continuing to grind. He got out of the original starting mountains past Swamp Cave there. He's finding some other enemies to take. Currently in the experience lead. Aaron going back into Tantagel, probably to farm more gold. Get more gold, get better gear, take out that wyvern treasure guard? That seems to be the plan for Aaron. Angel and Chris doing their grind here at level 4. Jeff hit level 6. I didn't quite see what the stats were on that. Angel getting some keys. Chris getting a refill at home there to preserve what little gold he has. Trying to maybe save up for a key. Jeff pushing exploration a bit, sees another location here on the map to the west. And Aaron finds Stone's Cave underneath home. I think that was an empty Stone's Cave. Jeff in that town to the west finds Garanham. Ooh, there's Flame Sword and Silver Shield here, with a gold grind potentially available at home. We'll see if anyone takes advantage of that. Angel is going to take a shot here on the wyvern. Using that hurt spell. And takes down the wyvern for 74 experience, 123 gold. Gets level 5 along the way. Yeah, okay. We want to see what's underneath. And it's Erdrick's token. Okay. One of the 3 rainbow drop components. So Aaron purchased a broadsword. It has leather armor. I haven't seen Aaron go back and try the wyvern, which, as long as he doesn't forget about the wyvern, isn't a problem since the token isn't immediately helpful as an item. It's not like Erdrick's sword or Erdrick's armor. Jeff finds the town of Cole. Wow, we're getting a lot of locations fairly close to home. Stays at the inn, and there is a treasure guard on the Cole search spot. There is a quest item in the town of Cole, baby. Gets nailed by Hurtmore from the Magiwyvern. Ooh, this Magiwyvern might be difficult to take down until we get maybe Sleep or Stop Spell or Hurtmore. Yep, that's gonna send Jeff back home. Angel saying excuse me to the NPC rather than giving him the guillotine is going to purchase nothing at the moment. Probably go back for some more gold and get that broadsword, I would imagine. Angel must not realize NPC guillotine is on this week. We'll take a look at the Remolder chest. I think Aaron already checked this. It's the Death Necklace. No treasure guard on the Death Necklace or the Fairy Flute. So let's see how we're doing on levels. Jeff is at level 6, Aaron at level 5. I think Chris was still at 4. Angel is halfway between 5 and 6. Chris filling up on gold in the treasury, avoiding that Wyvern treasure guard for the moment. Jeff got sent back home again. Jeff is on pace to be our first player to level 7. Should be getting that after just a couple more enemies to be defeated. Aaron finds Garenham and is here with keys. So Jeff made it to Garenham without keys. Aaron comes here with keys and gets knowledge of Flame Sword and Silver Shield. Depending on what's underneath Garenham, maybe set up a gold grind? Angel back into Remolder. Probably gonna get that broadsword. Yes, indeed. And very good point there from Artorias that because we have bonk damage on, Aaron doesn't even need a cave underneath in order to force a gold grind. Let's say that it is the Rainbow Drop trade-in underneath, where you can't open a chest. By opening those 3 chests in Garenham, you can intentionally take bonk damage back here. Oh, it's Tablet, so there will be one more chest in here, but he's going to be relying on bonk damage to set up a gold grind if he so chooses. Ooh, Angel got sent home from a blue dragon in Hawksness. I don't think that was the spike tile. Ooh, Jeff gets to level 7, gets hurt more. I didn't see what was... He must have taken down the coal spike enemy then, right? And there's the intentional bonk death from Aaron to set up the gold grind. Very, very resourceful move there. Jeff uses Hurtmore now. He doesn't have any keys, but he has access to open doors with Hurtmore. Okay, Stone's Cave just had gold in it, we see on Angel's side. It seemed like there was nothing of consequence. Aaron gonna take down the Wyvern here and pick up Erdrick's token. Or the Water Rogue. I don't think I've ever seen the Water Rogue as a glitched chest name. The game glitches the names when the chests are going like that. There's some silly ones that we talk about in the Dragon Warrior Randomizer community. Plate Drakima and things like that. Water Rogue. Let's find that on the tracker. Okay, Chris is going to take on the Wyvern and pick up his token as well. Jeff gonna make a purchase here, realizes that, kind of the same story as our other players. Checks the shop, realizes that the good gear... I mean, he does have 2,000 gold. I'm surprised he didn't pick up a broadsword. Maybe you gotta check this chest first. So you don't want to spend money on a broadsword and then find Erdrick's sword back here. This makes sense. Picks up that death necklace. Gonna stay at the inn again and presumably do some shopping. Aaron going full gold grind here. Over 30,000, so that's enough gold for silver shield, flame sword, and magic armor. And we see on Jeff's screen, the Hawksness Spike enemy is a green dragon. Oh, no effect, 1 in 8 for that on the green. Swings him down. Okay, gets 156 experience, gets level 8, 13, 5, 8, 6. Maybe more importantly, nothing. Absolutely nothing in Hawksness. All right. Strength has been coming along very well. Look at this. Jeff is already at 74 strength at level 8. And HP at 71 isn't bad either. But the MP is severely lacking. So even though the players have heal more and hurt more, they don't have very many casts of either of those. Aaron doing his shopping in Garenham picks up Flame Sword and Silver Shield, so Aaron has the benefit of the best equipment at the moment with that gold grind, and isn't too far behind on experience. Just shy of level 7, which is right around where Angel and Chris are. Angel just got to level 7, learns the hurt more. Aaron now in Rimuldar to do a little bit more shopping. Blasts that NPC out of the way and picks up magic armor. Okay, Aaron has all of the best gear that money can buy, short of Erdrick's sword and Erdrick's armor. Angel defeats the green dragon spike enemy and picks up nothing. Gonna try to take another one down. Jeff going back to Hawksness. Take down a couple of green dragons, take a death, recycle until you get some reasonable MP. Up to 29 MP at level 9. With Herdmore, Jeff isn't going to be too far behind or, set back without getting much gear. He seemed that he was foregoing the broadsword. I mean, with Hurtmore and these green dragons worth 156, as long as we can avoid the failed Hurtmores, should be fairly reliable to take down a couple of green dragons each turn here. And we saw that the item underneath the search spot in Cole was the Stones of Sunlight. So Aaron has the stones, Jeff has the stones. Everyone has their token. So Jeff, definitely out to the Experience League, gets level 10, 2, 8, 14, and only 1 more MP. Wow, so at level 10, we're sitting at 30 MP. That's only 6 Hurtmores, assuming that there's no Healmores cast in the middle of that. Jeff has not seen the back of Garenham, so it's going to take that check. Smartly Hurtmores the door and then stays at the inn. Ooh, Aaron finds a metal slime. Runs away. Aaron up to level 8. Chris finds the Nothing in Hawksness at level 7. Should get up to level 8. Oh, not gonna get there with... There's been a lot of Hurtmore misses on these green dragons. I think that 1 out of 8 miss needs to be double checked here. So Jeff is in Tablet Cave underneath Garenham. I didn't catch what cave Aaron is in. Is this perhaps Mountain Cave? Or is that Grave? It's Mountain. Okay, so that was Mountain Chest 1. It was the Dragon Scale. Chris hits level 8. Oh, look at this! Mountain 2 isn't even rotated. That's cheap. I think in the seed that I played last night, every room of every cave was rotated or mirrored in some way until the Sharlock straightaway room, which doesn't make any difference. Okay, wings in chest 3, gold in chest 4. Jeff is doing a gold grind now, looking to get a equipment upgrade. The defense will definitely help him. Meanwhile, if Angel can take down this green dragon, he'll hit level 10 as well, and he does. Chris also going to be grinding the green dragon. Let's see what Aaron finds at chest 5. Just more gold, so nothing of serious consequence in Mountain Cave. And doesn't have the spell of Outside, so going to take, it's not a terribly long walk, but a bit of a walk to get out of here. No MP. Angel going back to grind some more green dragons, it appears. Aaron trying to get out of Mountain Cave. Gonna take on a Gold Man, which, well, decides not to take on the Gold Man, wants to survive instead. Gold Man become a little bit more reasonable with the normalized Monster XP gold flag on. Aaron gets ambushed by an armor knight, sends him back home. Chris and Angel continuing the green dragon grind. Angel has now taken the experience lead while Jeff was doing the gold grind. Jeff gold grinded all the way up to full gold, presumably going to get the same 3 gear that Aaron did with that. Flame Sword, Magic Armor, Silver Shield. Angel takes another death here. We'll see if Angel continues on that green dragon grind until he gets some reasonable MP. Yep, sure looks like it. So Angel will hit level 11 here if he can take down this green dragon, and does here. Chris just hit level 10, so Angel a full level ahead of Chris, and has taken the overall experience lead. Level 11 gives 1, 6, 0, 10. Well, that's a 33% increase in maximum MP, up to 40 from 30. Jeff continuing some exploration here. While the other 3 runners are continuing to grind, Angel continuing to grind here, even after getting level 11. So let's see what this location perhaps is, or was that coal that we had walked into? Nope, that's a new location. That is the Harp Trade-In. And that is the one Rainbow Drop component that the players do not have yet, as Jeff checks his inventory on that. Angel going right back to Hawksness for more greens. As is Aaron and Chris. Ooh! Red Dragon shows us that he has DL2 breath. And heal. Yikes. So let's see what Juef does. Does Juef continue exploration, or does he continue to grind like the other three players? Looks like he's going to grind. Okay. And Chris, looks like Chris is going back to Hawks's as well. So we're going to have all four players grinding some experience on this green dragon. We'll see at what point one of the runners decides to get out there and continue exploration. Will this grind be more efficient for a particular runner than other, just based on controller menuing speed or being able to stretch out resources, not have that 1 in 8 hurt more miss fail on them? Looks like Chris has kept pretty decent pace with Angel, about 700 experience difference. Aaron is 1 green dragon behind Chris, and then Juef is right about there with Aaron once he takes down this green dragon, about 1 green dragon behind. So Aaron and Juef pretty tied up here as far as experience and the equipment that they have, although this green dragon's given Juef some trouble. Angel in the experience lead, but only has a broadsword. Chris also in the middle between the Aaron, Juef, and Angel experience gaps. Angel and Chris do not have the Stones of Sunlight, which was found in Coal. Aaron has also done full clear of Mountain Cave, so that is some additional exploration that Aaron has completed that the others have not. Aaron's really caught up on experience pretty quickly here on that cycle of green dragons. Up to 2,800. That's only 700 behind Angel. That magic armor and silver shield probably helping absorb more damage is what I suspect is happening there without watching too closely with all 4 screens in front of us. We'll see if that benefits Juef as well, if Juef and Aaron are able to catch up on experience. Although Juef is only at 2,200, he seems to have a rougher go in the last couple of greens than Aaron did, because they were about 200 experience apart, and now they're 700 apart, 600 apart. Aaron hits level 12, Chris just hit level 12, Chris just hit level 12, underscore. And Angel gets level 13. 10 more MP there, and the spell of return. Angel decides to keep on grinding. Yeah, it definitely seems that Juef has had much less fortunate luck here. I mean, we got tied up on that blue dragon for a while. I mean, just look at this. Just a couple of minutes ago, Juef and Aaron within a couple hundred experience of each other. Aaron now has a 1,300 experience lead over Juef in a blink of an eye. Amazing volatility here on essentially trying to do the same thing. Okay, Chris is the first to step off of the grind, head out into the world. Gets knowledge of all of the gear in Garenham. Meanwhile, Angel continuing to grind here. Aaron goes back to Hawksness. Juef trying to catch up is 1,000 experience behind Aaron. Just hit level 12. Aaron on the brink of level 13. Chris is going to clear the back of Garanham and presumably the tablet cave underneath. Yeah, and that's a good point, Beta. We'll see if Chris thinks about and decides to set up a gold grind here. Just saw the flame sword and silver shield. Aaron's still about 1,000 experience ahead of Juef, but about 700, 800 behind Angel, who is just a couple of green dragons away from seeing level 14. At what point will Angel head out and explore? It's currently at 55 maximum MP. Oh, and look at Chris. Look at Chris bonking into the walls, taking that intentional death, probably thinking about the gold grind and having that set up. So I assume we'll see what Chris does here in a moment. Yep, Chris is going to the treasury, is going to complete the gold grind. I would assume for the same gear, all 3 of the top items. So that's going to allow Aaron and Juef to catch up and surpass Chris on experience. Juef just did. So Chris is going to take a minute here, do the gold grind, get all of the gear. Chris is going to have to find another way here as the seed goes on to get an advantage ahead of the other runners who are now surpassing him quickly on experience. Angel, 1 green dragon away from level 14. Four, 2, 23, and 1. With 156 experience green dragon right next to home, could Angel be grinding to go stats, or what might feel like 1 level short of go stats, and then repel the world and finish the seed? Might even just be grinding to repel. We don't have repel yet at level 14. The 2 missing spells are repel and sleep. Juef gets sent back home. We'll see if Juef continues to grind or sets out to explore. I'd assume since he's been grinding up to this point, we'll just continue to do so until a significant breakthrough in MP. Yep, going right back. Aaron hits level 14, is about 1,000 experience short of Angel. Juef about 1,200 short of Aaron. Chris is now going to be 1,000 behind Juef from there. He's about to purchase, I assume, all 3 of the best pieces of equipment. Angel continuing the grind. Grinding to repel? Grinding to go stats? We'll have to find out. Aaron is really knocking it out of the park on this grind. He's going to have to take a death and come back here, but at the moment is only 500 experience away from Angel. Juef's grind seems to be going a bit better as of late. Started off really rough. Aaron was able to jump ahead there, but Juef is now keeping pace with Aaron's pace for the last 2,000 or so. Hits level 14. Yep, Chris now in Garanham. I think he stopped by Remolder and picked up magic armor and is now going to get silver shield and flame sword. Aaron now breaks from the grind and sets out and is doing a reverse count setup. Aaron, one of the masters of the reverse coordinates count, counted how many tiles Tantagel is away from the west coast, so if you have some ridiculous coordinate count that's like 80 or 90 east, instead of having to count all 80, 90 of those steps, you know how far away you are from the west, calculate that out against the 120 tile map size, and you can determine how far you have to be from the east coast rather than from Tantagel. Oh, Angel has set out. Chris finds the town of Cole, baby. He's gonna take down the Magiwyvern and pick up the stones. Juef going back to grind some more green dragons, so might take the experience lead once this grind is done with, as Angel's going to dip into Tablet Cave. Chris gets sent home from a red dragon. Ooh, Aaron finds Breckenary. Aaron countering the late repel by stocking up on fairy waters. Chris going back into Hawksnest to grind some more red dragon or green dragons. Colors. Did Aaron pick up Erdrick's sword from the search spot? Did Aaron stumble on the overworld treasure guard? Ha! Oh, wow, I missed that. Did he run from an enemy and it did the spike run screen rather than the natural screen? Juef hits level 15. 3, 6, 15, 1. Sleep and Repel. So Sleep and Repel come at level 15. Still only 57 max MP. Angel picks up the Stones of Sunlight from Cole, so everyone has token, everyone has stones. Oh, that's wild. That's wild. How much of a factor will that be? It probably depends how far away Cantlin is. The longer it takes the other players to find Cantlin and learn that coordinates knowledge, the longer Aaron will have Erdrick's sword, and with Erdrick's sword, is confidently trying to take down these red dragons with a combination of swinging and healmores. Red dragons can be worth even more than 350 experience with the normalized XP gold flag on. So Juef has taken the experience lead by being persistent on these green dragons. Angel just a couple hundred behind. Chris took a death out of the green dragon grind. We'll see if Chris goes back and continues or goes to explore. Looks like going back to grind some more. Angel has found a cave here. Oh, mountain. Angels in mountain, right? That looks like mountain. Yep, okay. Angels in mountain is going to be clearing mountain. I think the only thing of any relevance in here was a dragon scale. And the possibility of setting up a gold grind, although he had the opportunity to do that out of Garenham, but I would be really surprised if Angel sets up a gold grind at this point in the seed. It would be very unusual circumstances, I think, for Angel to gold grind at level 15. Jeff up to 9,200 experience. Aaron finds a new town all the way on the East Coast. And finds Grave. 3 chests at the top. Gets an herb. Fighter's Ring, 2 attack power. And nothing in the third chest, either a key or an herb. Jeff takes a death to the green dragon just shy of level 16. Angel is taking an intentional death out of Mountain, it seems. Or was just trying to get the metal slime to run away? Interesting. Okay, it runs away. Angel refusing to use the bonk damage, or just might not realize that bonk damage is on since Angel doesn't bonk very much to begin with. Or he's trying to grind metal slimes or something else in here? 2 swings and takes down the green. Meanwhile, Jeff gets level 16. 2, 4, 7, 15. That's the best MP gain that we've seen, and Jeff says, that's enough, let's go. Not necessarily go, but let's leave the green dragon alone now. Meanwhile, checking on Chris. Chris is at 6,200 experience. Aaron finds a cursed belt at Grave Chest 4. Look at this masterful rotated mirror dungeon exploration by Aaron. Doesn't even have Radiant on. And Angel is doing a gold grind. We'll see how much gold Angel decides to pick up. Chris going back to the green dragon grind. Angel might be going for all of the gear as well. Aaron hits level 15 down here in Grave. Okay, there goes Angel doing the shopping. Looks like he just picked up enough gold, if I'm not mistaken, for magic armor and silver shield. Foregoing the flame sword, he's running around with Hurtmore and expects to get Erdrick's sword at some reasonable point in time. Yeah, 22,000 gold is going to be magic armor and silver shield. If the greens cooperate, Chris might get level 15 before having to take a death back home. Oh, that failed Hurtmore's not going to help his cause. Jeff getting in trouble with the red dragons on the overworld. 84 agility not cooperating. Jeff might be close to having to take a death if he can't find a town soon. And Aaron, down in the bottom of Grave. Let's see, Grave 5. There's a treasure guard! There's a treasure guard at Grave 5! It's the silver harp. Chris hits level 15, so we have Chris and Aaron at 15. Jeff at 16. Angel also at 15. Aaron bonking his way out of grave. So Aaron has every item that he needs except for Erdrick's armor. We've seen the harp trade-in cave. I don't know if we've seen the rainbow drop trade-in cave. We also haven't seen Sharlock. That's an important place to locate at some point, right? That's a good point, Chirno, in chat. Grave 4 was the cursed belt. How vanilla. Grave 5 was silver heart. Absolutely vanilla. I saw... Angel saw the harp trade-in just a few moments ago. Jeff getting a little bit turned around here in grave. So this will be an important point here for Jeff. Does Jeff deep dive grave? Oh, Jeff, you were right there, and now you're running out of MP for Radiant. Oh no, oh no. Angel finds Cantlin and gets coordinates information, 24 north, 25 west. So Angel should be picking up Erdrick's sword very shortly, and will be pleased with not grinding for Flame Sword. There is not a Sharlock in this week, nor is there level up refills. So some of those dive and grind strategies are not in play here. Aaron gets sent home from the Red Dragon. Jeff still walking through grave, finds grave 4, has no MP left. Let's see if Jeff can make it to the bottom of grave and pick up Silver Harp. That would be tremendous if Jeff can do that. Unfortunate if he has to take a death prior to it. This is where bonk damage matters, even just 2 HP bonk death. You're on limited resources, trying to get down here to the bottom. Any little difference in HP could be a deal breaker. Although getting a little bit of heal walking from the magic armor. Angel gets sent home from a red dragon. I saw Sharlock on the other side of this bridge, but Aaron did not trade in the Silver Harp for the Staff of Rain. I don't think he went to that west coast and went north to find the Harp Trade-in Cave, which is that location on Chris's screen there in the desert. I think Aaron just went west to get the coastline for the reverse coordinates count, which he totally didn't need, stumbling on the overworld treasure guard. We find out golems are worth 267. Oh, and you can't access Sharlock from that way. Perhaps further to the east? Angel gonna try this coordinates count again. Jeff trying to get to bottom of grave, 61 HP. Or did he get there? He must have gotten there. Yep, he got there. Because he's in the room. Yup. Okay, so Jeff picks up Silver Harp from Deep Grave. Angel, just walk around until you encounter a wyvern. Oh, the sad coordinate search. 24, 25 shouldn't be that difficult, but something went wrong. Something went wrong on Angel's count. Jeff going back to the Hawksness spike. Oh, a sanity check. Maybe he never searched the Hawksness search spot? Or he forgot that it was nothing? In any event, takes down another green, verifies that nothing is underneath Hawksness. Chris is clearing Mountain Cave. Jeff is doing the trade-in, trading in the Silver Harp for the Staff of Rain. Angel pressing east, foregoing the coordinates count for now. I don't think he ever found Erdrick's sword there on the coordinates. That's a good point, Artorias. Maybe knowing Treasure Guards is on in the Overworld Treasure Guard, Angel might have abandoned the count, seeing that he couldn't find it and it didn't encounter a Treasure Guard. It's like, it's probably the Fairy Flute, moving on with life. That could come back to haunt Angel if he doesn't go back and check it. Although, there's not much else that Angel would have to do that would be lost in efficiency unless there's a final location to not find. He's going to have to dive Grave for Harp, so at least diving Grave isn't a lost time. Jeff did locate the Rainbow Drop trade-in and does have the Rainbow Drop in hand, but does not have Erdrick's sword, or armor for that matter. No one has Erdrick's armor. I think we've deduced, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we've confirmed that Erdrick's armor has to be in Sharlock. Is that right? Have we've seen every location? I don't think any of the runners have seen every location. Maybe Aaron has. But yeah, we've confirmed that Erdrick's armor is somewhere in Sharlock. Jeff, now in Mountain Cave, is going to spend a minute clearing the nothingness in here. Angel getting another shot at this coordinates count. Blue dragons are not treasure guards. Angel might have defeated the Wyvern treasure guard at one point, although I don't think he's explored up there. Did Angel mark down the coordinates count incorrectly? Something's going wrong with this coordinates check. He's going back in to get that information. He may have written down the coordinates wrong. Or not written them down at all and didn't remember them correctly. Coordinates are still 24 north and still 25 west. So quick check on experience. Chris is at level 15, has a ways to go to level 16. Aaron is right on the cusp of level 16. Jeff is about halfway between 16 and 17. And Angel is still at 15, about halfway between 15 and 16. So Angel and Chris, fairly even on experience, and I think they're fairly even on items as well, until Angel figures out where the sword is. Jeff has the experience lead, has completed Diving Grave, needs to find Cantlin to get Erdrick's sword, and then I think Jeff will have all of the knowledge that he needs to deduce that armor is in Sharlock. Aaron goes back home now. What does Aaron need? Aaron needs the staff trade-in cave. That's the one thing that Aaron is still looking for, right? At least the staff trade-in cave. Because Aaron's done mountain. I think Aaron was the first to do mountain. Aaron's done grave, of course. Aaron needs to go west from here to find the harp trade-in. And he goes north. This is true, Beta. I think Beta has summed up the current situation perfectly. Nobody feels good right now. I'm sure everyone feels behind. Aaron is scrambling because he can't find the trade-in cave. Angel is scrambling because he can't figure out what's going on with the coordinates count. Juef now entering Sharlock. Juef has not seen Cantlin, has not done the coordinates for Erdrick's sword, might be banking on both items being here in Sharlock. I mean, this is the location you see. He's very low on resources, though, so very, very likely not going to make it to the bottom. Probably better off knowing that this is here, going back, and, I mean, we know for his sake he's got to get to Cantlin, but... It looks like Chris is doing the deep grave dive, so Chris should be on his way to getting Silver Harp, although he is a bit low on resources. Aaron does make it to the west and the north, does finally find that trade-in cave he's been looking for, gets the Staff of Rain. We'll see if Aaron has seen the Rainbow Drop trade-in. I think he has. Angel and Chris are both doing their deep grave dives, which will produce the Silver Harp for each of them. Chris has Erdrick's sword, however, is behind on experience. Angel, I'm curious what Angel's going to do once he gets the harp. How is he going to handle the coordinate situation? Aaron does locate the Rainbow Drop trade-in cave, so now Aaron has the Rainbow Drop and has all the information that he needs to deduce that armor is in Sharlock, and going to decide what he's going to do here. Might be going back to Hawksness to grind the rest of the way to... What is he at? Just shy of level 16? Chris and Angel simultaneously pick up their silver harps. Aaron healing up. Yeah, Aaron is like one decent enemy away from level 16. Juef is 200 experience away from level 17, and I think is very far away from Cantlin. That ain't Cantlin. That's Swamp Cave. Yeah, we haven't seen Swamp Cave yet, so this is probably just going to be more exploration that Juef does not need, although he's just almost out of resources. Angel... Nope, I thought Angel was going to be trying the coordinates count again. Angel's doing the trade-ins. Aaron gets level 16 and is continuing to fight green dragons. Angel picks up the Rainbow Drop. Feels like we're getting close to some Sharlock dives. Juef and Angel need Erdrick's sword. Chris needs experience. Aaron is going for additional experience. So level 17 brings about a maximum 87 MP. That's 10 heal mores plus a little bit of a buffer for some heals, stop spells. That feels like with Death Necklace. Oh, man. Oh, that's interesting. So 10 heal mores, 133. Interesting. With a full armor dive, to get Erdrick's armor, you need to cross the barrier tiles, and you're going to be losing resources. I would not feel good at 17 on a single dive. So to quickly recap, Aaron has everything that he needs. It's just grinding at least to one more level here. Juef needs to find Caitlin, which he does, to get the coordinates information, which will lead him to Erdrick's sword. Angel has the coordinates information, but has failed in counting the coordinates to get Erdrick's sword, and also has fallen behind on experience. Chris has everything he needs. I don't know if he's done the trade-ins, however. I don't know if Chris has done the trade-ins. And is going to need some more experience as well. I think Chris is looking for trade-ins. But this doesn't feel like the right way. Aaron is a couple of green dragons away from level 17. We'll see what Aaron does once he gets that level. Juef is counting the coordinates. We'll see if he is successful and picks up Erdrick's sword. Angel's a couple of green dragons away from level 16. Aaron and Juef might be hitting their next thresholds here simultaneously. Their next, like, benchmarks, I guess. Ooh, Juef walking the path looking for the treasure guard and is unable to find it. There it is. There it is. So the Angel was super close. Angel, I think, was like one off, like one too far north. Okay, Juef has the sword. Aaron has level 17. Aaron is heading out, presumably towards Sharlock. We have it on the tracker that he doesn't have the rainbow drop. He must have not done that trade-in just yet. Yeah, he's not headed towards Sharlock. One of these, I think, is the rainbow drop trade-in. Simultaneous instays for Aaron and Juef. Wow. Look at this. Aaron and Juef are almost on top of each other, headed towards Sharlock. Chris looking for experience and trade-in caves. Angel needs to figure out the coordinate situation. Also note Angel, remember, Angel did not gold grind for flame swords, so even if Angel forgoes the coordinates check and or relies on Erdrick's sword being in Sharlock, Angel doesn't have the flame sword, which is putting him significantly behind in attack power. Aaron is our first player. I mean, technically not our first player in Sharlock. Juef did pop in there very shortly, but the first in here on a legitimate attempt of accomplishing anything. Just barely gets away from that red dragon. That tells us what we have to face here in Sharlock. Red dragons already in the first zone. And then the barrier tiles we talked about, already down to 63 MP. There's no way that this is going to be a single dive. This has to be a double dive for armor. Angel is 2 green dragons away from level 17. Chris having a tough time finding these trading caves, it seems. I think that's what Chris is looking for. We know the Harp Trading Cave is over on the west coast. Aaron and Jeff now in Sharlock. Aaron going through the backwards diamond room. Rotated mirror dungeons, having fun here. Oh, and basement 3 is flipped. Angel gets level 17 and is leaving Hawksness. Chris gets sent back home, which might be beneficial for Chris. It brings him closer to the trade-in caves that he needs to find. What is Angel going to do here? Aaron in the U room. Aaron's gonna be the first one in the basement. Let's get our predictions out in chat. Playing the pyramid game. Where will we find Erdrick's armor? In the 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300 treasure chests? Or will it be Judge's Table? The grand prize winner of this guessing game will win the respect and admiration of their peers. Treasure guard? That smells like a treasure guard in the 250 chest. And there it is, Erdrick's armor. Who had the 250? NG Dave predicted 250, and RG. Congratulations. The check for your prize money is in the mail. Aaron now immediately leaves Sharlock, goes to the nearest healing town, or a healing town, went back home. Fill up on the one herb max carry, I think it is. Heal up and try to go for the win. Angel in Sharlock now. So here's the situation with Angel. Angel doesn't have Erdrick's sword or Erdrick's armor. Angel was unable to find the coordinate search spot. Felt like he was just one tile off. Jeff, now down in the basement, will be picking up Erdrick's armor. It definitely feels like Aaron and Jeff are in the driver's seat to take first and second place here. However, there is a lot of volatility in Sharlock, especially with these red dragons. Like this one stopping Jeff. Oh, and he gets away. Was that the mercy rule run, or did Jeff totally risk it on 5 HP? Oh, Jeff, you're gonna give me a heart attack. And it now is stopped by an armored knight. Yeah, so we have both red enemies down in the basement. There are red dragons on the first floor as well. Aaron has now entered Sharlock for what he hopes is his finishing dive. Jeff finds the treasure guard, finds Erdrick's armor. Bale's gonna go heal up and go for the finish, it seems. Looks like Chris went through Swamp Cave. Chris is just getting dealt a lot of trouble by the map boss here. I feel like Chris has been looking for the trading caves for some time. Now, Chris was behind on experience, but got Silver Harp right at the same time as Angel did. If Chris would have gotten the trade-ins, might have been fairly close to catching up with Aaron and Jeff on experience. I think he may have still been a little bit behind because he still had some experience to grind, but certainly would not be in the position that he's in here. Then, of course, the story of the seed for Angel is going to be that coordinates count. Jeff enters Sharlock for what he hopes will be the finishing dive. Angel reaches the basement. Angel reaches the basement, is going to find Erdrick's armor and a whole lot of sadness. Aaron going through the U, repelling his way through Sharlock, using that MP buffer, had 7 MP. Now, will that cost him if he gets down to 81 and doesn't have that extra MP for a stop spell on the Sharlock Spike? We don't know what's on the Sharlock Spike. Angel now picked up Erdrick's armor, did not find Erdrick's sword. Oh, he found the fairy flute. Angel found the fairy flute. So if Angel is keeping everything straight, which I would think Angel is, Angel now knows that he abandoned Erdrick's sword on the coordinates count. It might be going for a Hail Mary here. If anything, getting knowledge of the Spike enemy, and then going into the Dragon Lord fight and throw some Hurt Mores and see what happens? Yeah, you know, given Angel's situation, I don't blame him. I don't blame Angel for doing this one bit. This is Angel's probably only hope of getting a first or second place finish in this race, and he knows it. So Angel FM, surprisingly, is our first player in the Dragon Lord fight. Equipped with broadsword. Gets back attacked. Wow. Got a couple of fairy waters, though. A couple of fairy waters. And a torch, for that matter. Aaron is... He's down to 67 MP. The basement of Sharlock has not been kind to Aaron, and now has to face the Spike Armored Knight. Aaron might be going into some desperate strategy into the Dragon Lord fight himself. Meanwhile, Jeff, with full resources, enters the Armored Knight fight. This is pure desperation from Angel, but again, given the circumstances, from what he assumes is happening and from what we know is happening, it's the right move. Although, if Aaron is unsuccessful here, we could have Aaron and Angel be resetting, Aaron headed right back to Sharlock, Angel picking up sword and heading back to Sharlock. Oh boy. Aaron equips the Death Necklace. 21 on the opening swing. Oh, this is going to be really interesting. Very low on MP. 22 up to 43. Jeff enters the Dragon Lord fight as well. Jeff's fight should be a... Well, I don't know if it's a lock. Opening double of 13 and 21. There's no way I'm counting all this myself. Help me out, folks. Aaron's fight is going to finish first, one way or another. And remember, whether a player finishes first place or second place, it doesn't matter besides bragging rights. First and second move on, third and fourth are eliminated from Winter League. Aaron uses his last heal more. Last swing for Aaron, and he got it! I have no idea what the count is, but he got it with 8 Healmores! Get your GGs out for aaron2u2, and right behind him is Jeff! Jeff in the Dragon Lord fight as well! has one more heal more left. And with that, 16 is enough to take down the Dragon Lord himself. Get another round of GG's out in chat for Juef. What a race! What a race! We'll see if Angel and Chris finish up the seed here. But as far as the Winter League results, Aaron in first place moves on. Juef, second place, moves on. Angel and Chris see their Winter League 2026 unfortunately come to an end here today. What a tight finish between Juef and Aaron. 22 seconds. They were lockstep with each other for probably the last 15 minutes of that seed. Juef needed Erdrick's sword. Aaron needed experience. They each got what they needed right at the same time. Headed over to Sharlock, got Erdrick's armor, left, healed up, came back, defeated the Dragon Lord. We'll see if we can get our runners in here for some thoughts, the first of which is Juef. GG's, Juef.
Oh, thank you so much, Destiny. That was a very challenging seed, very fitting for the first week of playoffs.
That's what we're seeing. The flags themselves don't seem that wild and wonky and challenging, but the seeds themselves have presented some interesting challenges. We see Aaron or Angel pick up Erdrick's sword. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. So the last 15 minutes of the seed or so, you and Aaron were step in step with each other. You needed Erdrick's sword. You finally found Caitlyn. You got the coordinates count. You got Erdrick's sword. Aaron had everything that he needed. Couldn't find the harp trade-in cave for a little bit. Finally found it. Grinded up to level 17, and then both of you got Erdrick's armor, bailed out, healed up, came back in and finished the seed. Aaron lost a little bit more experience or MP on the way down. Both of you finished your Dragon Lord fights within clearly 22 seconds of each other.
Wow, well, that's very interesting. This seed could have gone wrong in so many ways with the red dragons and with the... It was a strange map. Also, who turned on Big Swamp this week?
That's exactly what I said right from the get-go. Tell us about the grinding of that green dragon. Everyone was on that green dragon grind for quite some time. What was your thinking of at what point would you let go of that and start exploring? Was there a certain point of when I get repel or when I get ghost stats, or is it just a more of a general feel?
Well, repel was a big thing, especially since we had a silver shield. Well, I had a silver shield, and I've seen now that everybody had one as well. But also some MP, because with 50 MP, well, you've got 6 heal mores and that's it. So you can't explore very far with that, especially with the red dragons, although I had not seen by then how bad they were. So yeah, it was mostly MP. When I reached, what was it, like 70 something, I think it was 72 MP and repel, I thought that was enough, at least for a little while, because I knew it was kind of close, kind of tight, and it was if I'm looking at my first Sharlock dive. But I thought I can just come back here anytime it's close to home. It's easy grind. It's very, very easily the best grind there could be. I never saw what the golem gave in Swamp Cave, but Swamp Cave was so far away there was absolutely nothing that would have made it worth it.
We're also joined by tonight's first place finisher, aaron2u2. Take a deep breath. GG's.
GG's, Aaron.
Thank you. That was I don't know, man. The seed felt really good until I forgot. Well, I didn't forget, but I never checked in that corner where Staff Cave was. But thankfully, I had the wherewithal to actually go back and dig it out. And then, yeah, just Sharlock was absolutely ludicrous. I won by the skin of my teeth.
That about sums it up for you, Aaron. I believe you were the first for the gold grind to get all of the best gear. You were certainly the first to stumble upon Erdrick's sword, which we got a kick out of. You were the first to dive grave, get all the items. Took you a little bit to find the trade-in, but from there, then you grinded up to experience. Jeff had the experience but needed Erdrick's sword. The two of you found what you needed, you getting to the experience, Jeff getting Erdrick's sword right at the same time. You headed to Sharlock at the same time, got armor within seconds of each other, healed up, and finished within 22 seconds of each other. That Dragon Lord fight, wow, very impressive to squeeze right through that one with only 8 heal mores on that.
Oh, 7 even, because I had to use one on DL1. I decided to go ahead and pre-Death Necklace in the hopes that would let me overpower the Dragon Lord so I wouldn't have to use the heal more, but it didn't matter. But yeah, I see Jay Coper asking about that. I pulled the DK. We managed to just walk right onto a wyvern and decided to search, and it was there. So that probably saved a little over a minute. It seems like most of the people who struggled with the sword just didn't go north, I'm guessing, or just didn't find Cantling, because that count was super easy, I'm sure.
You can tell that's a Angel FM. Angel tried that coordinates count a couple of different times and felt like he was just 1 or 2 tiles off and was walking around. He must have defeated the wyvern or just didn't step on that particular spot. So Angel skipped the coordinates count and skipped sword because it just couldn't figure it out. Went ahead and tried diving Sharlock, presumably for both sword and armor. Found fairy fluid at the bottom and was like, well, I left sword behind. Took a complete shot in the dark at the Dragon Lord fight, throwing hurt mores. It obviously didn't work, and that was the story of Angel's experience with this seed. Was the coordinates count, something went wrong there where it was just 1 or 2 spots off. Double checked into Cantlin and got the information again, and that's gonna be haunting him for a little while, I think.
Yeah, and I said I pulled the DK. That's the not to. I guess if I'm giving DK props for always walking into the search spot, this is the opposite thing too. Is that I remember in the finals race 2 years ago, our game 2, he got the coordinates and it was super short right at the start, and he walked it and he didn't find an enemy and he just moved on, and it's because he already killed it and just assumed it was bad and it was the sword. So yeah, it's one of those things you might be called getting a little too fancy. You can be really tempted to do that with like bonks and stuff too, which I also screwed up. I meant to leave Rim, go back in and buy keys before I decided to kill myself in the in the town, and then I had to go back to get keys again, and yeah, the whole thing was a bit frustrating, and I don't feel like I played extremely well, but I felt like I was very fortunate because there was just a lot of things that I happened to, like, I cleared Grave with no MP left, and I cleared Mountain Cave with no MP left, although I walked all the way out and then immediately got killed. But the only thing that was bad was just not seeing the Staff of Rain Cave, which was, it was a little bit hidden, but I drew a line on my map where I shouldn't have, and I almost paid for it.
Speaking of the Staff of Rain Cave, we are joined by our 4th place finisher, Just Chris. GG's Jeff, or Chris. Got a Jeff and a Just.
Hey, I quit 2nd. That puts me in 3rd place, right?
Oh, there you go. I had not seen that.
and what do you mean the harp tree? It doesn't exist, especially after you find it and then forget about it half an hour later.
That's what I thought. I had thought that I saw that on your screen, that you had seen the harp trade in really early in the seed, and then you dove.
Too early.
Oh man, because then you dove grave, got the harp. You were a little bit behind on experience compared to where Jeff and Aaron were, but you were definitely within striking distance, especially considering how volatile Sharlock ended up being. But then just the search for the trading caves, or the research for the trading caves, was the story of the seed for you, it seems.
Oh, they both grinded to 17, huh? I was gonna make a go at it at 16 with the death necklace on.
Yeah, I wanted to just grab an extra level since I knew armor was in Sharlock and was hoping to out level the need to do 2 dives, and I don't know, it seemed like it until the red dragon just completely destroyed me and barely survived, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this isn't gonna work. So also, you know, GG's Just Chris and GG juef. I didn't say that before, but GG, I think it's your first
GG's my
semifinal,
competitors.
right? Yeah, I kept hearing how close it was for us, but yeah, I forgot the Staff Rain Cave too. I don't know if you heard me. Um, I didn't forget. I didn't see it, but it was in a very funny position. Funny in quotations.
Yeah, it seemed like, Aaron, that you went west to set up the potential reverse coordinates count, but didn't peek north there along that strip of land where the Staff of Rain Cave ended up being. That seemed to be where you went that way, but didn't complete that way, because you went that way not just for random exploration, but with a specific purpose for the reverse coordinates count set up, and then didn't go back that way. But fortunately, only lost a couple of minutes searching for that, and still ended up in first place here, moving on into Winter League.
Yeah, this is the third time I've made it to the semifinals, and it is the first time I've actually won this week. The other 2 times I squeaked by in second place, so this is a unique and novel feeling. I did not expect to win. Honestly, I felt like I made enough mental mistakes that I shouldn't have won, but I think there's just certain things about this flags that you can be very hard on yourself, because there's stuff that it's really hard to get into a good rhythm on, and I was probably judging my play a little too harsh, but I don't know. I'm a little curious about that green dragon. Did everyone kind of sit there, or did some people push out? Because I think I was like 13 or 14 before I left.
Everyone was on the
until,
Green Dragon for quite some time, yes.
Yeah, I stayed until like not heal more and heal, and then I went back to get repel, and then I was like, "Am I in go mode?" And I saw my max MP was 56, and just laughed.
Yeah, I forget. I think it was when my attack was like at 117 or something. I was like, I should probably go, and yeah, it worked out. I didn't die preemptively anywhere after that, but again, I was really close so many times that I really have to feel fortunate. Even if I didn't feel terribly fortunate in Sharlock, but I mean, I don't know. My numbers said 10 swings on the Dragon Lord to win with the Death Necklace on 147, but if I only did 9, I would have averaged, it would have taken something like 155, which still would have won apparently. But I did 164, so I actually swung really well as well, and I didn't get ambushed, and it was one of those. The game is providing me an experience. It's not necessarily going to destroy me, but it's going to challenge me in every possible way.
I enjoyed having 1 whole herb and 2 whole keys. That was fun.
Yeah, I'd actually written down 0 herbs because I forgot we started with 1. I never even threw the torch. I kept killing everything very simply that I came across. So, like, just killed the ghost normally, and then killed another ghost and killed the Magidrake, and it just didn't matter.
I was very happy once. I was diving grave also with 0 MP like Aaron, and just before getting to the top 3 chests, I was low on HP. I thought I am gonna use my herb in case there's a treasure guard, and just as I use my herb and open up the first chest, it's an herb.
Nice. I went in with MP. I ended with no MP. I was going to outside out and keep exploring, but I think I ran into 3 or 4 straight armored knights right before the end, and just completely drained every last little bit of resource I had. But the armored knights rolled up. They were pretty nice. I would have taken them on a spike, although, I mean, the green dragon being at 150 something is basically max.
Any final thoughts from the three of you as we wrap up here and we get ready for one more race this evening, starting at the top of the hour?
Mahalo to everybody who puts this together and lets me play this silly game. This is my personal best in the tournament, making the playoff stage.
Yeah, GG's Chris on the tournament here. Like I think seeing you come in as the 5 seed, and Winter League can be a little bit random, but you beat a lot of really good people to get here, so you should feel good.
Randomness in this randomizer?
Right. Well, you know how it goes. You beat a lot of good people to get here, and winning DWR, you gotta play well and get lucky. And I don't think you make the playoffs just by getting lucky. So good job.
Yeah, I agree. Good job. I'm super excited because this is the first time I make it past the first week of any kind of post regular season or post groups stage of a tournament, despite playing since 2022. So I'm very happy. And Chris, it's been awesome playing with you and seeing how good you are, given how long you've been playing. And GG's Aaron, looking forward to meeting you again in the finals, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like every time we race, this is what happens, right? It's super tight right at the end. Question, were you repelling in Charlock?
No, I don't think I was. I wanted to keep, well, definitely not the first time I went down, because I wanted to keep my extra MP for heals since we had no herbs. But on the second time, I think I don't know, maybe I should have, but there weren't that many things we would repel. If we had been repelling Axe Knight, I think I would have.
So I just remembered, as I was saying this, we had a standard tourney race a couple of years ago, I think, when we were in the same group. And I think I won by a very similar time, and it was because Breck was right next to Charlock or something, and I went in and bought fairy water and passed you in the basement. And I cast a couple of repels in this one. I saved 3 MP for a heal, which I apparently needed. But yeah, it was, so I don't know, maybe that was it. We'll see. But if that's the case, I'm gonna, I'm gonna feel really smart about that decision.
That would be very funny. I also thought, I'm sure I'm gonna check back the VOD and look at the chat. I'm sure Beta asked me to hurt more the Armor Knight on the spike tile since I had the MP for it, but I didn't, and I regretted it as I was not doing it. So maybe that was that as well.
Yeah, and I could have used the 4 MP back, but I don't know. Maybe it saves enough time. We'll see. I'll watch it back at some point. I don't know. We got another race tonight. I think I'll probably watch that instead. Some people are playing. I don't remember who.
At the top of the hour, we'll have Diabetes, Artorias, Big Slamoo, and Silly Dabbit in the Group B race. How was that?
See, I set you up flawlessly.
Smooth like butter. Well done, Chris. Fantastic Winter League from you. We were very happy to have you. Glad you had a good time. Congratulations again to Aaron and Jeff. Moving on to Week 7. Good luck the rest of the way in your upcoming races. And indeed, we do have one more race this evening. We do need 2 commentary volunteers. Please let us know in the Discord channel if you're available to jump on that. And then we have one more Week 6 race tomorrow evening, also at 10 p.m. Eastern, with Judge Joe, Beta, Ziggy, and Engine Dave. From there, we will have week 7 coming up into the semifinals of Winter League. It's coming to a close very rapidly. These playoffs go quickly for Winter League. We're going to get some really exciting flags here the next couple of weeks. For the rest of the Restream crew tonight, for Kamion and Shahali, I'm Destiny of a Dragon Warrior. Thanks so much for watching. We're not going to raid out to anyone, so we'll be back live here in about 15 minutes with the next race. Thanks for watching.